All right, so settling down into your final seat if you moved to have your laptop and everything. And we're just gonna start off with a little breathwork exercise as we do. So Kapalabhati breathing, breath of fire, really great one for kind of oxygenating the whole body, cleansing and just waking us up in the morning, similar to the breath of joy that we did last week. So I'll just demo to get us started. And then once we get started, you can kind of close down the eyes. So basically we're gonna be breathing in through the nose and then exhaling really forcefully through the nose as well. And as we exhale, you're gonna be squeezing your belly in. So contracting the abs, squeezing the belly in as you exhale forcefully through the nose. And then the inhale will kind of happen passively. So if you're just focusing on breathing out forcefully through the nose, then your inhale will kind of happen naturally. So I'll just do a couple to demo. So you inhale through the nose. So really pushing the breath out through the nose. And you can take it as slow or fast as you want. And we'll hold for about 30 to 45 seconds and we'll do 2 rounds. So bring one hand to your lower belly just so you can have that awareness of the belly kind of contracting. And then close down the eyes if you'd like to. And we'll take 1 full round of breath to begin. Long inhale through the nose. Open the mouth side out. Let's start. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Come back to normal breathing. And as always, at any point, if you feel a little bit lightheaded, just come back to your normal breath. Take it back a little bit. So already just starting to notice any shifts in the mind, in the body. And we'll take it for 1 more round. Let's do that full round of breath first to start. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let's begin. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Let it go. Come back to your normal breathing. And again, just checking in with any shifts. And then keeping the eyes closed down, keeping that hand on the belly. Bring your other hand to your heart space. Tuning into the rise and fall of belly and chest. And then just taking a moment to bring to mind, taking a moment of gratitude for yourself, for taking the time for yourself, for this practice this morning, for getting on your mat, and just bringing to mind anything else you want to express gratitude for yourself today, or even for this past year, making it through 2020. And then bringing to mind someone in your life that you're grateful for. Holding them in that heart space. And not just the person, but what is it specifically about them that you're grateful for? Blinking open the eyes, and then I forgot to mention your writing utensils, but just taking a moment, if you feel called to just jot down a couple notes about what came to mind to you for those prompts. Writing out your gratitude for yourself, but also for that specific person, maybe writing out what specifically you're grateful for, and maybe taking the opportunity later today to express that to them in person. Well, not in person, but out loud. So taking your time, if there's anything else you want to continue with, and whenever you're ready, just rolling yourself down onto your back on your mat, drawing the knees into your chest. So we'll just take a moment here to allow everyone to arrive. If you're on your back, you can start to rock side to side, taking it around in circles, just massaging out through the lower back here. Staying with a little bit of movement or coming to find stillness, whatever feels good for you right now. And then coming back through stillness, draw the knees into the chest, start to rock your legs forwards and backwards, rolling yourself up and down on your back. So fully massaging out through the whole of the back body. And as you next come up, cross over the ankles, roll yourself over, find an all fours position, tabletop. Knees are hip width apart, hands are shoulder width apart, back of the feet are on the mat, spread the fingers wide, ground down into the mat, neutral spine. Cat cow, inhale, drop the belly, lift the bum, draw the chest forward, lift the chin, gaze up. Exhale, tuck the chin, press the ground away, round the spine all the way through to the tailbone, tuck the tailbone. Inhale to open. Exhale to round. And again, you can close down the eyes here. Starting to warm up through the spine. Maybe pausing and going a little deeper anywhere that needs a bit more of a stretch. And on your next exhale, come back to a neutral spine. Ground down into your right hand. Take the left leg back behind you. Ball of the foot and then lift up through the heel. Extend the leg. Ground down into, the left hand. Sweep the right arm around. Grab hold of your foot. Bend the leg in and then press your foot into your right hand. Find a big stretch here through the chest. Just taking it to where you feel comfortable as always. So finding stability through that left hand, through that right knee, gazing forwards. Breathing into that stretch. Exhale, release it down. Drop the right hand, drop the left knee. Maybe take a little wiggle side to side. And we'll take it on the second side. Ground down into the left hand. Extend the right leg behind you. Lift the right heel. Ground down into the right hand. Sweep the left leg behind. Grab the foot. Kick the foot into the hand. Big stretch into the chest. Gazing forward, stabilizing through your foundation, through that right hand, through that left knee. Breathing here. Good. Exhale, slowly release. Left hand, right knee down. Take those little shakes again. Release out through the lower back. Walk your hands out in front of you. Tuck the feet, fly the bottom up, downward facing dog. Grounding down into the heels, hands pressing down and away through the mat, maybe taking a pedal out through the legs, stretching out through the hamstrings. Good, really nice. Finding stillness in your downward facing dog. Maybe starting to engage that ujjayi breath, victorious breath, in and out through the nose with a slight constriction of the throat, so you breathe audibly. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Wave the body forwards as you inhale. Bend the knees, draw the bum back. Draw the bum up towards the sky. Find downward facing dog. So we'll do 4 more of these body waves. As you inhale, you rise up, roll the body forwards. As you exhale, bend the knees, lift the bum, find down dog. 3 more in your own time. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. Good, really nice. Coming back to a down dog whenever you finish your rounds. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Wave the body forwards through high plank. Lower yourself all the way down onto your belly. Create a little pillow for your head. With the backs of your hands, drop the forehead down. Taking the feet wide on the mat. Backs of the feet are on the mat. Take a little rock side to side through the hips. Nice long breaths here. Inhale, lift the head up, tuck your elbows in, take the forearms out in front of you so they're parallel, spread the fingertips wide, finding Sphinx pose. Again, you can play around with the feet to give more space to your lower back, pressing into the elbows so you lift through the chest, making sure your elbows and shoulders are stacked so you can draw your chest forwards. Inhale, lifting up through the crown of the head. Exhale, tuck the chin, find a big stretch through the back of the neck as you allow the head to hang heavy. Inhale, draw the left ear to the left shoulder. Stretch through the right side of the neck. Holding here. Exhale through center. Inhale, right ear to the right shoulder. Exhale, center. Inhale to the left. Exhale, center. Inhale to the right. Exhale, center. And just take a few more rounds here of these half neck rolls, pausing anywhere that needs more release, more stretch. Exhale brings you to center. Inhale brings you to either side. On your next exhale, come back through center, drop the head. Inhale, lift the head up. Exhale, drop it back, open through the throat. Slowly with control. Good, breathing into that stretch in the throat. Inhale, bring your head back to center. Take your hands wide so they're always almost to the edges of your mat, keeping the elbows tucked in. Press into the hands, lift up through the elbows, finding a seal pose, coming up into a deeper stretch. And we just want to be mindful of the lower back. So if this is too much, you can come down a little bit lower, staying with your Sphinx. So just take it to where it's comfortable, activating through the arms, gazing forwards. You can close down the eyes. So we're working through a lot of back bending, working towards some more intense heart openers, opening up through that chest space through our practice today. Exhale, slowly lower yourself back down. Take your hands wide, so out by your sides, with your elbows pointing up towards the ceiling, almost at a 90-degree angle. You're tenting the fingertips, so the palms of your hands are up, fingertips are on the mat. So arms are super wide. As you inhale, you're going to lift the chest, keeping the head down. Head rolls up last. As you exhale, roll the chest down, head rolls down last. So we'll do 4 more like this in your own time. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale to lower. Good, really nice, everyone. As you finish your 5th round, take your arms out in front of you, fingertips on the mat. Pinkies on the mat. Sides of the pinkies, hands are perpendicular. Back of the neck is long, gazing forwards. As you inhale, lift the chest, lift the arms. Pausing here. Next inhale, lift the legs. Engage through the lower back. Option of staying here, or you can take it into swimming, alternating arms and legs. Fingers and toes are pulling in opposite directions. Squeeze the belly, squeeze the glutes. Awesome, everyone. Exhale, lower down, create that pillow for the head. Drop the forehead down, take the hips side to side, and breathing here. Coming back to stillness in center. We'll do one more round like this. Take the arms out in front of you. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the arms. And you can stay here or lifting up through the legs again. Holding here, maybe taking it into swimming the arms and legs. Good. Awesome, guys. 2 more breaths here. Exhale, lower. Forehead to the palms of the hands. Take the hips side to side. Coming back to stillness. And you can take one of those variations again if you'd like, or if you're coming with me, going for bow pose, bend the knees in, draw the heels towards your bum. Make sure the knees are tucked really closely towards one another. Reach behind, grab your feet from the outside. Bringing your gaze back towards the front, chest is down as much as possible. Flex the feet. Inhale, start to kick your feet into your hands, lifting up through the chest. Maybe your legs then start to rise. Gazing forwards. Maybe there's a slight rocking as you breathe, squeezing the knees towards one another. Remembering to breathe. Good. Really nice, everyone. 2 more breaths here. Exhale, slowly lower the legs. Hands release from the feet. Feet float back down towards the mat. Create that pillow for the head again. Take the hips side to side. Release through the lower back. Good. Place your hands under your shoulders. Press yourself up and back. Find a child's pose. Narrow-legged or wide-legged if you'd like, with the knees out towards the mat. Extend the arms out in front of you wherever you are. You can always bring your block under your forehead here to bring the ground closer. Allowing yourself to sink down into the mat, releasing through the lower back here. So as you inhale, really breathing into all 3 sides of the chest. As you exhale, sinking your hips into your heels. Two more rounds of breath here. On your next inhale, moving away any props, press into your hands, press yourself back up, tuck the feet, downward facing dog. Ground down into the heels and hands, tailbone drawing high towards the sky. Finding the breath. Ground down into the left foot. Inhale, sweep your right heel to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze the leg in, land the foot between the hands, lower the left heel, sweep the arms up, rise up, warrior 1, right side. Awesome, everyone. Draw that right knee towards the outer edge of the mat. See if you can sink deeper into that right leg. Tuck the tailbone, knit the ribs in, lower the shoulders away from the ears. Strong legs, good. Inhale, bring the palms of the hands together, interlace the fingers, release the index fingers, find Kali Mudra. And as you inhale, lift up through the arms, start to draw the arms back behind you, lift up through the chest, finding a little back bend here in your warrior. Gazing up towards the ceiling. Strong here, breathing here. Exhale, release, bow forwards, plant the hands, step the right foot back through a high plank. Your choice, full or modified vinyasa. So chaturanga or lowering yourself all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. All meeting in down dog. 5 rounds of breath. Always the option of taking a child's pose at any point. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Wave the body forwards through high plank. Bring your right hand directly under your face. Bring the toes together. Roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. Take the left arm to your chest. Step the left foot back behind you. Lift the hips up. Sweep the left arm up. Wild thing. Lifting up through the hips. Opening through the chest. Strong right arm. Good. Really nice, guys. Option of bringing that right knee down as a variation. Exhale, start to gaze back down towards the mat. Drop the left hand, place the feet back, place the right hand back, press back, down dog. Finding your breath. 5 rounds of breath. Ground down into the right foot. Inhale, sweep the left heel to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it in, land the foot between the hands, lower the right heel, sweep the arms up, rise up, warrior one, left side. Good, really nice, guys. Tracking that left knee over to the left side of the mat. Strong legs. Inhale, lift up through the hands, bring the palms together, release the index fingers, Kali Mudra. Next, inhale, lifting up through the chest, dropping the arms back, finding that back bend. In your warrior, breathing here. Engaging through the lower belly. Exhale, bow forwards, release, plant the hands, step the left foot back through high plank. Your choice, full or modified vinyasa. Lowering all the way down or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, we all meet back in downward facing dog for 5 rounds of breath. Wild thing, second side. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Wave the body forwards through high plank. Place the left hand directly under the face. Bring the toes together. Roll to the outer side of the left foot. Sweep the right arm up. Step the right leg back onto the ball of the foot. Sweep the right arm over. Lift up through the hips. Coming out in a moment. That's the joy of teaching from home. So if you're not already coming out of your wild thing, dropping the right hand back down, coming back through your high plank, your choice, vinyasa, or take it back, down dog. Finding your breath. Again, always the option of coming to a child's pose at any point. On your next inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Wave the knees forwards, land on your knees and shins. Drop the hips back to the heels. Coming to a kneeling position. So we're going to do a couple variations of camel. So really big back bend, heart opener. So we'll do a couple variations. So really being mindful of the lower back. Just go to where it feels comfortable. We don't want to push it too far. So we'll start up on our knees. So your knees are hip width apart. And what you can do is bring a block in between your thighs and kind of squeeze it together so you really get that activation through the thighs. So so that we're mindful of, by squeezing, we're really activating that muscle. Bring your hands to your lower back with the fingertips pointing down towards the ground. And then squeeze your elbows together, so as if you're trying to bring them to touch, and you're puffing up your chest forwards. As you inhale, lift up through the crown of the head, press your hips forwards as if you're pressing into a wall. And then, as if you're being pulled up by the center of your chest, start to drop your chest backwards. So we're lifting, lowering, pressing the hips forwards. We're not going back yet, so we're keeping the hands on the lower back. Remembering to breathe. Really nice, everyone. As you inhale, come back up, drop your hips to your heels, just taking a little moment. As we do these different variations, we don't want to come all the way to a child's pose until we're finished, because then we're kind of bending the spine backwards and forwards. So that'll be our rebound at the end of all of the variations. So each of these, if you're the first one, if you feel comfortable with that, keep going with that. Otherwise, we're going to take it to the next variation. Coming back up onto the knees, tuck under your feet so your heels are coming a little bit higher towards you. Place the palms back on the lower back. Squeeze the elbows together, lift through the chest. Inhale, start to press your hips forwards. Chest lifts up, elbows go back. Again, you can stay here, or if you're feeling comfortable, you can drop your hands down to your heels. So being really mindful of the lower back here, since I'm not in the room with you. Still lifting up through the chest, still pressing the hips forwards. And you can stay here if you feel comfortable and you want to take it deeper. You can untuck your feet, keeping the hands on the heels. Remembering to breathe wherever you are. Slowly starting to tuck the feet back up, coming back the way you came in. So bring the hands back to the lower back. Slowly rising yourself back up. Take the prop away from the legs if you took it. Untuck the feet again, drop the hips down. And now finding a child's pose, bowing forwards, taking the arms out in front of you. Releasing through that lower back. So really finding some long, deepening breaths here. On your next inhale, bring yourself back to an upright position. And we're going to move into a supported fish pose. So grabbing your block or your shoebox, your prop, and we're going to place it kind of in between the shoulder blades. So you want it to be ideally lengthwise. So it's about at the bra strap. And just placing it on your mat and then lowering yourself down over it, and you want to be able to have your head fall back onto the mat behind you. So I'll just come down. So just playing around with the placement of your prop. So you want your head to be able to hang off it, your arms to hang off it. So I'll just give you a moment to get set up. And the legs, you can either have them bent up with the feet flat on the mat, or you can take the legs straight out. Depends what's most comfortable for you here. So you want to place the prop where you feel that nice lift through the chest, allowing your arms to drop out to the sides. Palms are facing towards the ceiling. And we're going to be here for 3 or 4 minutes. So making sure you find a position that's really comfortable for you. Taking any last fidgets. So adjusting yourself, closing down the eyes. So again, still a heart opener, but we're allowing gravity and the prop to kind of do the work for us as we're here passively. Letting go of control of your breath, just allow it to flow easily. Noticing any parts of the body you need to release, maybe around the eyes, the jaw, allowing your tongue to rest softly in the mouth, relaxing the fingers and toes. One more minute here. And then slowly, if possible, keeping the eyes closed and with as little movement as possible, just roll yourself slightly to the side and remove your prop from the back. And just roll back onto your back. I'm just noticing what's shifted in that space. Taking a little moment of rebound from that stretch. Drawing your knees into your chest, squeezing them in. Cross your right leg over your left. Shift the hips over to the right side. Take your arms wide, T-shape or cactus. Roll your legs over to the left side. Head rolls over to the right. Keeping both shoulders down on the mat. Finding a big stretch through the right side body. On your next inhale, roll the legs back to center. Unhook the legs. Take the left leg over the right. Shift the hips over to the left. Roll the knees to the right side. Head rolls to the left. Stretching through the left side. On your next inhale, draw the knees back up, legs to center, reset the hips, setting up for our final resting pose, Shavasana. So grabbing a blanket, a sweater, socks, whatever you need to be cozy for these last few minutes of practice, and then taking your legs long on the mat. Dropping the toes out to the sides, palms facing the ceiling. Tucking the chin slightly, lengthening through the back of the neck. Taking any last fidgets. Settling down into your mat. And I'll let you know when it's time to come out.
coming home, and I'm coming home, and I'm coming home, and I'm coming home.
Starting to deepen the inhales and exhales. Breathing in all the way into the fingers and toes. Starting to wiggle them out. Circling out through the wrists and ankles. Draw your hands up over your head. Point the feet. Take a big long stretch. And then draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around them. Give them a squeeze. Rolling yourself over onto one side, creating a little pillow for your head. And just taking a moment of pause, of appreciation for yourself, for taking this time and space for your practice to come together at the same time. Slowly, when you're ready, making your way up to a comfortable seated position, keeping the eyes closed down or closing them down as you find your seat. Allowing the hands to rest in the lap, on the knees, or one on top of the other at the heart space. And we'll close our practice together with one releasing round of breath. Take a long inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. blinking open the eyes, coming back into your space with a soft gaze. Thank you for practicing with me this morning all together. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you next week. Also, I just realized that the lighting became a bit tricky, so I apologize for that.